Hello and welcome back to Byron's Adventures in Bannerlord, and we are here at Kasira attempting to attack it, and there's also something else that's going on. Yes, there's also something else. I actually have no idea who has taken this. I would assume it's Kareth. Let me actually just take a look. I actually don't know, because now I have no idea who it's, maybe this guy? I have no idea, but unfortunately I am not able to give it to Kareth, but I guess I will give it to this guy, and we'll see how he does. Yeah, because as we know, they do need fiefs. Well, he already has one, are you serious? Okay, I'm not entirely sure why I should give it to this guy, to be honest. Yes, now I'm a little bit dubious. About this. Okay, so what about, where's Kareth? Where is Kareth? Maybe I can find out. Yes, as you can see, Argoron has been besieged by the army led by Kareth, and it would make sense for me to literally give this to him, but unfortunately there is no option to do that. That's a bit of a flaw in my opinion in the fief deciding system. I would have given it to Kareth, but unfortunately this is how it is, so I guess I will just give it to this guy, and we can only hope that he does not leave. Because if he leaves and joins the Vlandians, for example, then we are going to be in a very bad spot. But anyway, Kareth only has, well, he has 2 fiefs. It's just him, so I suppose it's not that big a deal if we give a couple of things to other people as well. So let's actually just support him a little bit, just to increase his relation somewhat. And then we'll get Godun's relation up as well. Bear in mind that we obviously do not want these guys leaving us and joining the Vlandians. Bear in mind, however, that most of our fiefs in the north are actually doing quite well. They're not being besieged or anything like that, and I don't think we've lost that much land at all in comparison to what we've gained. So I'm very happy about that, because I actually thought that the Vlandians were going to sweep through it very, very quickly, and they were going to take everything without any resistance. I mean, you know, we're not there, so obviously the resistance is going to be kind of minimal. But yeah, it seems to actually be working quite nicely so far. And I think that's mainly due to our parties, actually, because I've been taking a look at my parties here. As you can see, we have 5 out of 6. And I was thinking that I should create a new party. I actually had 6 out of 6 before I started the recording, but apparently I think Barnabas got himself taken prisoner by someone. I think it was Aldrich, actually, that took him prisoner. But anyway, the point is that I would like to be able to... yeah, look at this. Yeah, Yana and Barney, I think, actually took Argoron with Kareth in his army, which is just fantastic. I would have loved to have given it to Kareth, to be honest. As you can see, look at them. Yeah, they have 456 and they took it alongside all of these other people. It's really, really cool. So, yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't really able to give it to the person that really deserved it. But I guess I can only hope that they're not going to get murdered as a result. You know, they're not going to now leave and betray us and so on. Yes, that would not be too nice. But I guess we'll just see what happens. Now, I am here at a decent power level. The power level is not exactly awful, so we should be able to do this. This is another town siege, of course, and I have attempted in the past to be able to persuade the guy that owns it, and obviously that has not worked at all. So what I'm going to do is going to get some trebuchets out here, and there we go. I won't make the joke about the trebuchets any further, because people apparently still do not get it, even until this time, which is very strange, even though I explained that it was a joke, but there you go. Yeah. What was that Einstein quote again? You know that one. You know the Einstein quote that I'm talking about. Anyway, the point is that hopefully my trebuchets will not take too much damage here. They don't really have a very good amount of damage against enemy siege equipment, but they are taking down the walls quite nicely. This one's probably going to get destroyed in just a second, in which case I will pause the game. Oh no, that one actually. Okay, so I'm going to build an Onager in its place right there. And, oh, we're actually doing quite nicely. Yes, please kill it before this trebuchet goes down. Oh, yeah, it's actually going quite nicely. Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, let's get a fire Onager in that place as well. And, yeah, look at the walls. The walls are being destroyed very nicely, in fact. I like it. Okay, keep going, guys. Come on now. You can do it. You can do it. What? Did you see that for a second? Wait a minute. Look at this. Komar Ionai won the tournament at Kasira. Are you serious? Now is not the time to use this, Ash. Yes, now is not the time to do that. Anyway, as you can no doubt tell, I have expanded my army relatively heavily here, just because, just purely because I knew I was going to be doing a town siege, and it is kind of required for me to have a, large army because, well, let's face it, I'm not really going to get the assistance from my vassals that much. I mean, yeah, they're going to help, but they're not really going to be, actually helping a massive amount so that I can't run around with an army of 200 or so. I'm going to have to rely on my own forces, and I have about 600. Yeah, as you can see, I have 622 in my army. Oh, look, there we go. There's another person. Yes, very nice. Yes, I did call for quite a few people. As you can see, I called for Saruk, Iyalas, Bruce, and Ukai to come and help me, and that's exactly what they've done, which is great. So let's build another fire onager here. These guys literally cannot do anything. If they want to go in, it's probably a good time for them to go in now, but I am wholeheartedly believing that they will not have enough time. They are kind of being a little bit squeamish about what they want to do here. Ah, yes. Now, Barney's and Yana's party are being attacked by Aldrich. It seems like Aldrich is being quite the interfering fellow, is he not? Yes, as you could see, he has actually taken every single one of our people prisoner, which I do not appreciate one bit. So I suppose what we'll do is we will actually head back, if we can, relatively fast, to our own territory here. Okay, am I going to really need to build some more onagers here to actually finish off the walls? Are you serious right now? There's 220 HP remaining. Oh, what a classic. What an absolute classic. Okay, yes, so I'm going to have to build regular onagers here. I can't believe that I actually have to do that. I would have expected not this. Yes, I would have expected not this whatsoever. Okay, let's get some more cohesion. Thank you very much. And yeah, we'll just build these. And I mean, I kind of want the both walls to be available for us to enter from, because otherwise, if we don't have that, then it's going to be really kind of painful. Ah, there we go. Okay, so both walls are actually done now. So we're just going to put these onagers out here. Going to build these things right here while our onagers attack the enemy's catapults. Hopefully we can get the catapults down. I would like to be able to destroy them if at all possible. Try and thin out more of the garrison if we can. And then we will be very prepared to head in. And, well, let's just wait and see if we can get these done. Alright, so here we go. We're ready. Let's just do it. Let's begin the assault and see what we can do. I am, of course, going to be on a mount, which is fantastic, because that means I can go very, very close to the walls and die immediately. Yes. That's exactly my plan. That is my plan every time. I have been rather successful in executing my plan. And hopefully I will not get hit by the obligatory rock on the face. That would not be too nice, but yeah, we'll see. Hello there. That's a lot of enemies. Okay, let's go. Yes. Okay, we're being very careful here. We're being very, very careful. And if anyone decides to attack, as you can see right there, I'm going to try and deal with them as best as I can. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is what we like. This is what we like. Very good. Very nice. Doing as much damage as possible. Get these guys out of the way because they have a lot of morale here. They have a lot of people. That's the main point. You know, if they have a lot of people, then they're going to have a lot of morale. And we're going to have to deal with all of them. Ooh, now that's very nice indeed. Being able to eliminate so many at once is really, really good. being able to get in here and having our forces deal so much damage, especially, is fantastic. Because then we're going to be able to, as you said, and, you know, soar indeed. Because you said in the comments, hey, you know, morale damage, yeah, that's pretty fantastic. A couple episodes back, a lot of people were talking about that, and it was very, very cool. Very, very cool. Actually, wait a minute, was it like 10 episodes ago? I actually have no idea. It was a while ago, potentially. Because obviously I do stress morale damage as being something extremely good. And maybe that's just me, but I've always found that morale damage is just a little bit better. And obviously the developers of Bannerlord have made some slight changes to the way that morale damage works, obviously. They made it a little bit more impactful. Because, of course, in Warband, it does work, you know. There is a sort of morale system in place, but I would say that there's a little bit less of an effect that it brings. Although, maybe it is. Maybe it is quite significant. But I'm trying to think of a particular situation that would actually make that happen. But there's only one enemy remaining, and we should be victorious relatively soon. And there you have it. 68 renown, 43 influence. Very, very nice indeed. Very easy. And yeah, should I take some prisoners? Not entirely sure. Yeah, I guess I should. We have enough space to be able to do it. So why not, you know? Especially considering these guys are going to expand our army so dramatically. I think I'm probably going to have too much in my army right now. Yeah, almost, basically. Okay, so I guess I won't take anything else. I guess I'll just take a couple of these just to recruit some time into my army, and otherwise we'll just leave the rest. And we will take all of the loot. Thank you very much. And there we have it. Okay, so Kasira has fallen, and I will be hopefully giving this to Kareth. Okay, no. I'll give it to Godun then, because obviously Godun has a castle relatively close by. So I will be giving it to him. Kareth is actually supporting me, if you can believe that. That's actually really nice of him, but I will give it to Godun. Getting these vassals, all kinds of fiefs, that really makes a huge difference to hopefully having them stay with us. I'm very much appreciating that. Kareth, unfortunately, still has only one, because apparently Argoron, or wait a minute, Myzea? I think Myzea got taken. Yeah, Myzea actually got taken very recently. But we took Argoron, as you can see, which is actually kind of hilarious. So, yeah, what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to go into my army here, and we are going to manage it. I will remove Ellil, and I will allow him to just go on his merry way and do whatever he wants to do, and we'll add Lek to our army instead. And of course, there's a good reason for that. I want Ellil to go and do whatever he wants to do so that he can make sure that his lands are safe. And I kind of prevented him from doing that now, so I am feeling a little bit bad for him. So we'll see. All right, there you go, 24,000. I could technically sell. Should I sell the rest? Yeah, maybe. Let's sell the rest. Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. All right. So, of course, they don't have... Oh, wait a minute. They were actually doing battle against some villagers or, you know, something like that. Yeah. No, they're just going to escape very easily. Medini Castle. That is going to be the thing that we will be attacking next. Alright, so I actually thought I was going to go in here with some siege towers and some battering rams and stuff like that, but I only have 1 day's food remaining, and I think I'm actually just going to go and do an auto-resolve. It might be kind of costly for us, but I want to get this out of the way so that we can actually start giving fiefs to other vassals. And I'm talking about mostly Kareth here. So let's see whether we can actually give it to him, because I would very much appreciate it if we could. Let's take a look at our army real quick. Okay, so we have 268. I think I should be able to take all of these, actually, so I will do that. And we will also take all of this. There we go. And there we are. Okay, so that has fallen before us. Very nice indeed. And we can now give it to Kareth, which is what I think we should do. As you can see, that is what everyone else believes should happen, and I believe it should happen too, so we'll give it to him. And there we go. All right, so now I am very, very pleased about that. Everyone has 2. And some even have 3, which is quite nice. And let's give these guys a little bit more influence. I wish there was a way to give more influence, you know what I mean? Because at the moment I'm giving them such a small amount. I got to do it so many times for it to make any kind of impact. But, well, if that's the system that's implemented, then that's the system. Can't really do much about it right now. So let's just continue to do that. I'm just going to try and make sure that everyone has a suitable amount of influence to do whatever they want to do with it. Okay, so, seems like someone decided to make an army, and they're wanting to take Kasira, which I don't appreciate one bit, actually. So I will be heading on over, and we will be fighting them. Oh, yes. They're not going to be too pleased about this. Oh, yes, they're not going to be pleased at all. All right, so technically what I can do is I can speak to him. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. We can make peace with him. How much are you going to pay me to make peace with you? Certainly not 2 million. No. I'm sure he'd be happy to make peace for... Wow, really? He really wants us to pay him that much? Okay, you know what? We're not going to do that, sir. We're not going to do that. I actually thought that he might pay us to make peace because he's on the back foot so incredibly heavily, but apparently not. So I guess we'll just take the fight to him, and we will make him regret that decision. Unfortunately, however, it seems as though we are in, yet again, another natural bottleneck. And as you can see, the perimeter of the battlefield is actually right there, which is not exactly great, because that means I will now have to make a relatively uncomfortable kind of maneuver. You know, I gotta say, whenever I see a huge amount of units moving into formation like this, I'm always like, whoa, yeah, that's cool, I like it, you know, I'm liking seeing that. And as you can see, the enemy is also taking a relatively similar position to us. So I guess we will have to move forward and make the first move, even though that is definitely not something I want to do by any means. This is going to make things very uncomfortable for us indeed, especially considering we are pretty heavily equipped with quite a few cavalry, so being able to utilize those in a fight is probably going to be very, very advantageous, but that's if we can, you know, we might not be able to. So let's try and do some shooting. Are we hitting anything at all? No. Ah, there we go. Starting to hit stuff now. We have our other archers here as well now, so hopefully we can move them into a better position. Let's get our cavalry and horse archers up here as well. Bear in mind that once these guys charge in, that is when I will tell my cavalry to charge in as well. And hopefully we'll be able to do some pretty significant damage. I hope. Yeah, I mean, mostly they have recruits. Do bear that in mind. They mostly have recruits, so this is going to be a bloodbath for them. That is for sure. Okay, let's tell our cavalry to charge, tell our horse archers to charge and everything. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the side and see if I can maybe do a little bit of damage, a little bit of disorganization. Whoa, okay, yeah, this is... What? What's actually going on here? They have 2 separate lines of infantry? Okay, was not expecting that one bit, but apparently that is indeed the case. Kind of strange. But anyway, let's tell our infantry to charge in because we so dramatically overpower, I guess, yeah. Not outpower, but overpower the opponent that we should be able to just charge in with minimal casualties. And the morale damage is so significant that, well, they're on the run. They are on the run. There's really not much they can do. Ah, and here is the leader himself, I think. Is that one of them? I think so. Oh, it's actually quite a few of them here, hilariously enough. Alright, I'm going to tell everyone to charge now so that we can get our archers into effective range of the enemy leaders if we need to. And I believe that is indeed a victory. Yes, there we go. Done. Alright, so 79 renown we got for that, and 48 influence, pretty nice. And, well, we now have absolute free reign over pretty much every single territory in the area. I'm very pleased about that, and that means that we will be able to maybe move on and take something else, but bear in mind that I actually only have a very small amount of food at the moment, so it's highly unlikely I will be able to. So I won't be taking any prisoners. I think I am pretty much full on that. And what we're going to do is I will disband the army, basically straight up. Let's just disband it, boom, like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the clan screen here. And as you can see, these guys are not doing very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make Yara into a... Ooh, I've got a whole bunch of really, really good companions. But anyway, I'm going to make Yara into a party here. And I'm going to be giving her a lot of really good units. As many good units as I can possibly give her. And then we will be in a great position because, let's face it, we're going to give her this. And we're going to make another party. And we're going to give that party a bunch of really good units as well. Basically, I'm talking about tier 4, tier 5, and above. And that's it. I'm just going to literally give them the, well, the best shot at being the most supportive, the most damaging, dangerous unit that they can be. And obviously, hopefully, they're not going to get taken prisoner. That's the other thing that we've got to bear in mind. All right, so let's start off with some mercenaries, shall we? Let's start off with some mercenaries. Let's give her a couple of these, couple of those. Let's give her some of these. Basically, any tier 4, I'm thinking, is going to be pretty good for her. So we're going to give her some Mamluk guards as well. Let's give her some Dark Khans. How about some of these? And we should probably give her some Palatine guards as well, because we have a number of those. Let's give her some Imperial legionaries. Let's give her some Azerite archers. And what about some of these guys? Some of these guys. And oh, that's actually way too many. Oh, there's actually way too many. Okay, so I'll take some Palatine guards back then. That is perfectly fine, isn't it? Oh no, wait a minute. I think I might need to take a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Boom. All right, so she's going to be running around with an absolutely insane, powerful army, and we're also going to have. Ooh, now I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, I need to level them up, don't I? Yes, I think Yara probably could have used some level ups, so let's actually go and speak to her as well. So let's give her some more of this. Let's give her, yeah, it's such a pain to go through all of these because there's just so many really, really cool options here. Let's give her some more medicine, give her some more intelligence, and yeah, so she's pretty good there. And let's actually make, who's actually really, really good here? No, 100 riding skill. What about Pelisora? Yes, Pelisora is fantastic, as we know. She's very, very good. So we'll make her the next party leader. As you can see, she's just absolutely insane with all her stats. Really, really good. Okay, so yeah, let's just do that. And Pelisora will be the next leader of the parties. All right, so let's have a look at what she can do. So I'm not going to give her any, really any cavalry, because I'd like to keep as many cavalry units as I can possibly get my hands on, because as we know, I very much would like to return to cavalry focus as much as possible. And let's give her some Palatine guards. Why not? She has 150 potential capacity here, which is just insane. And let's give her some crossbowmen, let's give her some of these, let's give her some master archers, some pikemen, some Dark Khans, I guess, and maybe some of these skirmishers. And we'll, yeah, I guess more master archers, some of these guys as well. Maybe some Khuzait marksmen. And, there's just so many. There's just so many choices that I can make here. I don't really want to give any cavalry, but I suppose I really should. So let's give some caravan guards, I guess. And what about some veteran warriors? Maybe some horse raiders as well. And there you go. I think that is pretty good. So we'll give her that. And now, yeah, now we got these two walking around in our territory, and they are beasts. They basically cannot be stopped by any regular vassal. If they get caught by a really, really strong army, then yeah, they're probably going to get killed. I mean, that's just how it is for most most vassals at this point. But if they don't, and if they are actually able to do something, then we are going to be in the money. Oh yes, they are going to just absolutely destroy everything. Going to buy all of this grain to get my food stores back up to scratch. And Iyalis has actually created... Oh, wait a minute. Pelosaur is having some problems. Oh, it's because she doesn't have any food. Now I'm actually kind of saddened by this. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to go and help her because I think she might have some problems beating this caravan. Or, shall we say, catching up to this caravan. And we kind of need to get her away from the distraction, if you know what I mean. Okay, so what's happening here? The Khuzaits have declared war against us. Well, that's actually not even too bad. That's not too bad. I think we should be alright with that. So let's just send in the troops here, kill them, and done. There we go. Easy caravan victory right there. Nothing to worry about. And we can now go into our nearby town as well. That was the main reason, by the way, that I actually gave this fief to myself, because I wanted to be able to have a garrison that I could just dump units in anytime I wanted to. And that was, in my opinion, quite important, especially while being in enemy territory. It kind of makes a lot of sense there. Anyway, let's see if I can get some more people to join us as well. And I think I'm actually just going to place all of these guys in the garrison here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep the tier 4 units, and we'll try and persuade those to join us over time. And I'm mostly talking about cavalry tier 4 units, but anything else is perfectly fine as well. All right, let's go into the trade screen here. I do want to get some more food if I possibly can. Let's get a number of this. I don't want to buy all of it because it is obviously going to starve my town, which is not ever a good idea. So let's go and actually manage. Oh, can I not manage this? Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's how I manage. Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, we don't even need to manage this, as you can see. It seems to be doing absolutely fine. I do need to boost this though, just in case, just in case they need to do some repairing or whatever. But here's the thing: the Khuzait haven't actually thought this through, in my opinion, because now what I can do is I can expand from down here and I can start taking their towns in this area, which of course is probably not really going to work because, let's face it, they have a massive garrison here of 1,300, which is really going to be kind of insane. Oh yeah, by the way, someone asked how old Barney is. He's 46. He's 46 right now. So yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. I mean, he's not going to die that soon. And how old is Byron now? He's 92 still. All right. Yeah, he's 92. It seems like his rapid aging has actually stopped. I think that's because we don't have any more children. And as a result, the grow up and work mod is no longer artificially increasing our age at such a rapid pace. But anyway, I'm thinking we're probably going to buy a huge amount of stuff from these villages. I know I could raid them, and maybe that would be a better idea, but I'm thinking if I just take their food anyway, even just by buying it, I think that might make more sense, because at least I don't spend a huge amount of time doing that. And I then get a huge amount of stores as well, which is really quite nice. But yeah, that is probably going to be our next port of call. Yeah, the problem is that this castle is right on the outskirts here as well, so they're going to be targeting that very quickly. And we could also take this castle. We could take this castle. Aha! So we do actually have an enemy coming towards us right now. Actually, besieging Sahel Castle? Aha, yeah. Sahel Castle is actually all the way over there. That is... I think that's one of ours, isn't it? I think that is one of ours. So I think the best thing for me to do right now is to not do this siege. I could have probably gone in with a siege tower and a battering ram maybe, but we would have suffered quite significant casualties, and that's certainly something I don't really want to have happen right away. We also have Iyalis running around here with his own army. Probably not the best idea for him to do that right now, because there is a large army of not mostly recruits. They do have 71 nomads here, but most of them are actually kind of high tier, so we do have to be a bit careful of that. Yeah, Sahel Castle is ours. So let's actually just stick around here and see what happens. And we have Abagai over here as well. Let's actually see if we can do some damage to her, if at all possible. She's going to be very easy to auto-resolve. This guy's still going to be heading on to the castle. Is she actually faster than I am? I think she is, actually. Yeah, she is actually very much faster, so that is not going to work. Unfortunately. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is I will have to run interference between me and this army right here. Yeah, we're gonna start losing a lot of territory in the north here, just purely for the fact that we are basically, I mean, you can't do anything about it, you know. We're just super far away, and the most of our territory is actually down in the south now, so we're gonna have to let that go. Before, we weren't really losing them that fast because the Vlandians were not exactly quick about it, but unfortunately it seems as though we will have to let the Khuzait take over our territory, which is not great at all. So what I'm actually going to try and do is I will try and speak to Oleg. I will try and get him to join us. That's the biggest thing here. I will try to get him to join us. That is the only way that I will be able to have any kind of effect here. So let's try it. All right. Yeah. Okay, a good critical success on the first one. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, probably this one. Ah, not that one. Okay. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was also bad. Okay. Yeah, this is not going to work. It did, because we had a critical success on the last one. Fantastic. He is, oh yeah. He is going to require a lot of money. Oh. Now I'm super sad about that. I really thought that we would be able to persuade him. But that one conversation option, that 61%er that we could have gotten, I think that would have probably made it possible for me to have him join us for free. But it seems like that is indeed not the case at this point. So I guess what I'll have to do is wait until they go into the garrison and try and see if I can then prey upon them in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.